It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Who knows what we're in store for here? Next on Madden Football.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
Runs over it. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Haskins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They'll go with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Motion man is Shakir. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 3rd and 3.
Alert!
Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Cook up the gut. Nice move at the 40. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir. 62 yards. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Stop. What's that?
Up the middle, it's Cook. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Look out.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And fighting through it, he's got space. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. This 2nd and 4.
What's that?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, good move. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 69 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, home.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. To throw, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. He's across midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To the air, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. This is intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Middle.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Samuel in motion. Allen going to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison Jr. making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time a 6-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Allen maybe with a free play. Little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
56, 56.
Now Allen. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Alert, alert. Look out. Look out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back to throw. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook from 6 yards away. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
As we've prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Play is under review.
Now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Hands it off out of the gun. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
Right back to him on first down. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 73 yards.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
Johnson's got it complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Buffalo as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here we go, shot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Hey, tight,
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Allen. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Throwing now is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And again, it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Half 85, half 85.
Allen now looks to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Allen. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Allen again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
That's caught by Harrison, right side.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Alert!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Cooper. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
56, 56. What's that?
To the air, Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Look out. What's that?
Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for our visitors, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo,
It's week 2 of the NFL, where we'll see this team's rangy cornerback. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. We're just moments away from the action, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
This throw left side, taken in by the rookie wide receiver. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28. Now, faking the give. That's to the 4th overall pick. It's Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. for the score. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The PAT up and good. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, 2nd among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throw right side, home in by Cup. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Third and long. Here's Stafford. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Right back to him on first down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That's the rookie, Jared Verse, fighting his way in to record the sack. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll run. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. He'll look to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. 19 more on that one, and another first down. Back to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The Rams offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And a short pickup past the 25. With that, we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. 2nd down and 8. They go play action with Stafford. That's to last year's rookie sensation, Puka Nacua. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. To the tight end, likely. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akilo Witherspoon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. A second effort, and he is in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And open downfield, it's Johnson. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards for the touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That one on target to Cup. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the play fake, here's Stafford. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down. Play action, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Second down, it's Stafford. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Stafford now. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll push ahead to the 21. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. They face 2nd down and 7. Now, faking the give. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Lake. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Back down the field and intercepted. And his defense will take over here following the interception. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And will mark him down just shy of the 40. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking off. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And penalty flags come in as it winds up Incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is first and goal from the 1. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he will work his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point is good. And his guys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. One final throw before the break. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Stafford now on second down. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. They need 8 as they come up for third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. The home team's off. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but
he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He finds Johnson across the field. That pickup good for 29 yards. The motion man is Johnson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will score. Has a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll run with the 3rd-round pick. It's Blake Cora. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Open man is Robinson. And he'll get this down to the 14-yard line. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. for the score. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out, first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Second and 7. Here's Stafford. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Throw on third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Rams punting unit coming out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of. From the 39, here's a first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come. They'll come up on a second down and 8. On the ground, this is Williams. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now, faking the give. This is caught at the 2. And he'll be taken down. From the 1-yard line. First down and goal. Here's a run. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And his guys will add 1 more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Second down, it's Stafford. This one is caught by Robinson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, L.A. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 1st and 10. Stafford to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And this defense will take over following the turnover. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. He keeps it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's going to run it. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look at this team's electric quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one, and it's...
The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Khalif Raymond to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
They'll send their tight end right. They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. At the helm, someone entrusted to lead this group in just his first season. Their rookie out of LSU. Play action on 1st down.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
2nd and 10 now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They're going for this. He's on the move. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Again, it's Gibbs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Off play action, Goff. Look out, right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 43. Escapes the pocket. That's caught. He found some space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys tie this game 7-7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. Tight end going in motion here. From the 32. He finds Laporta. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Shakes him. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. Hits the 20. And they finish the return to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys have taken the first quarter lead. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. But to put that ball in his hands wasn't going to be denied.
Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the set. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Scooped up by the defense.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try.
And he's in for the touchdown. These guys take the fumble and get 6 out of it. That one right down the middle. And these guys double their lead to 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. Recovered by the defense. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They got it off that fumble recovery to end the first. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Looking to the air here. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys capitalize on the fumble with 6. That one splits the uprights. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Finds Laporta. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Goff back to throw. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Patrick going to motion over left. Goff on 3rd. He puts everything behind this one. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 38. He's on the move. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Nate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The offense headed back to the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. The big play nets them 17 yards. And that gives them the first. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. One more push from the ground game. Goes up and over for the touchdown. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. That one right down the middle. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's Raymond on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're down 21 now after that last score, and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. First down, ball at the 36. They'll come out throwing. Buys time, rolling right. Finds a man right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 46. Escapes the pocket. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Motioning him from the slot right. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Man in motion here. From midfield now. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. On the move, headed right. to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Chased out to his right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. And I think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Raymond on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. From the gun, Goff. Ooh, and the rush was too much. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. That one's complete, right side. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Forced out to his right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
And you're going for this. Escapes out to the left. He connects downfield on 4. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pass it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Runs it in for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one splits the uprights. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's Raymond on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now gone. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. And no return, as this is going to be a touchback. And with our new kickoff rules starting this year, the ball only comes out to that 20-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that follow. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Now here he goes again. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, they'll run. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. This time it's a passing play. Buys time, rolling right. Taken in by Harrison. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left with 4th down here. He's going to throw this one. And it falls incomplete. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Gall. Right, reels it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Tight end motioning right. Off now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. He's got this at the 27. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The home team. New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Throw on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. A handoff for Williams, running left. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Gets this to Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's a throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And that is a touchdown. These guys have likely locked up the win right there. That one splits the uprights. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Lions offense returning to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Goes up and over for the touchdown. These guys put up even more points in a win. That one right down the middle. And these guys continue piling on to this lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. On 1st down, it's gone. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. And a man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing again, it's Goff. Trying for the deep ball. Defender's there. It's intercepted.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Another carry for him. Has the touchdown. These guys keep running away with this. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys grow their lead yet again. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This offense making its way back out now. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still inches to go on 3rd down. Goff setting to throw. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Official signaling for a timeout. It's taken by the offense. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st down throw from Goff. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Goff on 1st and 10. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
QB took a chance right there, and he nearly paid dearly for it. You know, that's one of those situations, Kate, that if you're going to put the ball in harm's way, you got to make sure it's your guy or nobody's guy.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. He's got Khalif Raymond. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Lions just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. Back out runs their offense. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He can run it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. Gets this one to Harrison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start.
It's week 4 of the NFL. And up next is this team's speedy running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. Great game.
Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here in week 4. Jamison Crowder on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
He certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. and what should really be driving him to get the win this week.
Now Daniels off the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. Robinson on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. At the helm, someone entrusted to lead this group in just his first season. Their rookie out of LSU.
You remember what he did last week? Kind of worked in support of and against at times a winning effort. You'll take 3 touchdowns every single week and twice on Sunday. All those turnovers can't happen. They eventually catch up to you. This time it was a win, but a repeat this week with all those mistakes, long odds.
Second and 6 coming up here. They go play action here. He finds Johnson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Has the first and more past midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. They'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1. They're going play action. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Buying some time right. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Second and 3 now. Now it's a bootleg for him. Rolling left, buying some time. And they take this in for the score. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. That one splits the uprights. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Crowder with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's complete, right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on first. It's caught right side by Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. All right, here we go. Second down. From the 37. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do ever is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Daniels. Getting out to his left. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Daniels. Quick slant complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To throw, Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Dump off caught by his back. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Give now to the running back. Pushing for the red zone. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone. Down at the 20. All right, set now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More coming up after this quick break. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Crowder with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Daniels on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 26. And the Commanders will have a first. Now Daniels to throw. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Has a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Throwing now. Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Now Daniels off the play action. And the defender comes away with it. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back now, pressure on its way. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Throwing it again here. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up first down. Putting a receiver in motion. They are throwing it again. Pulls it at the 7. He does it. Touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Crowder with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond it looks like the 30. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds his target, Robinson. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. First and 10 from the 41. Play fake here, Daniels. He's on the move. He's keeping it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. The gun, Daniels. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They're throwing it. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So now here's 3rd and 5. Give to Williams from the gun. And he barrels across for the touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Crowder with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Finds a seam down the middle. Gets it to the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Motioning left is their running back. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders chop some of the lead off before the half. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Flush down out to his left. To him as he was trying to make something happen. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. Daniels from the pistol. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. It's about 43 yards for it. Piniero's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return starts from the goal line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here he goes on the bootleg. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Dan Quinn pretty confident that they missed something there. He's going to challenge that call. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams...
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. First and 10, looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Low him back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 24. Headed out right. He's on the move. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Has there the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one right down the middle. And his guys push their lead to 18. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Crowder with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now comes the Commander offense for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
That's caught for the first. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now, Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again. The 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Crowder with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Daniels back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch is made in close. And that's a Washington touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders make it an 18-point game. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now outruns their offense to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Gets this to Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He puts some power on a deep one left, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Robinson up the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. From the 39. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Out of the gun, Daniels. He rolls to his right.
Tick, 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 Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Daniels. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drop. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Gets this one to Harrison. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on 1st down. He's got Harrison. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw it here. Pass complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They're now set for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects with Mechie. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. Now hold on a moment, folks. Got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And these guys continue piling onto this lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Crowder with a return here. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Commanders set to take over. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Daniels now. He'll get this one to Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Again, Daniels to the air. Can't get it to him. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Play fake here, Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Daniels back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Daniels. And oh, he got it! Interception!
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Lone back gets the handoff. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They go play action here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking for a throw here. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds a man right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 3 now. One final shot here. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.